Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Although Robyn Brown from Sister Wives hasn't talked about her pastime on camera, it seems like she has a strong interest in doll collecting. She has encountered numerous difficulties with her husband, Kody Brown, throughout the years. Robyn has watched her polygamous family dissolve and has witnessed 3 divorces. Now that she is in an intimate relationship with Kody, she is also thinking about their future together. Robyn was shown in Sister Wives season 19 begging Kody to make amends with his children and to make amends with everyone before it's too late. Janelle, Mary, and Christine opened out about their aspirations, viewpoints, and objectives during Sister Wives season 19 tell-all. One incident in particular included Janelle complaining that she could no longer be friendly with Robyn and Kody. She said that although Robyn wasn't totally at fault, Kody was more to blame for their family's disintegration. Kody and Robyn avoided addressing many questions, but the other sister wives freely shared their opinions. The host didn't even bring up Robyn's excessive spending patterns, and she appeared to sidestep difficult issues. Robyn has lived like a king or queen in her Arizona house, whereas Kody's ex-wives have had a difficult time starting over following their divorces. Robyn has had the honor of being Kody's favorite wife over the years. She has gotten everything she wanted, including a large house and a comfortable life. Kody bought Robyn a huge home with several bedrooms a few years ago. He let her outfit it with expensive pieces. Kody and Robyn bought another large property for more than $2 million after selling theirs for more than $1 million in 2024. There have been rumors that Kody and Robyn like to spend excessively because they have a sizable fortune. Gwendolyn Brown, Kody's daughter, even accused Robyn and Kody of being shopaholics, saying that her father and his lone surviving wife are compulsive shoppers. By claiming that Kody had misused the family's joint finances, Janelle further fueled the allegations. Although Robyn hasn't revealed many information about her opulent lifestyle on camera, images of her and Kody wearing pricey clothing have led some people to believe that she leads an opulent lifestyle. She even made an attempt to launch My Sister Wife's Closet, but it has since shut down. Robyn's tendency to overspend has led to rumors that she mismanaged the family's finances and failed to participate. She was charged with spending more than $60,000 on doll clothes and accessories a few months earlier. An Etsy account that appears to be Robyn's had hundreds of reviews for pricey doll clothes, according to the Ashley's Reality Roundup. Additionally, the purported Etsy account examined garbage notebooks, such as the one Robyn gave Mary on Sister Wives. Many Sister Wives fans suspect that Robyn may have owned the account, even if it is no longer active. Fans debated the reviews when Redditor @BoringNameGoesHere posted screenshots of them. As one Redditor put it, and she said the other wives don't know how to budget their money. Robyn's spending habits were attacked. Social media users have taken notice of Robyn's peculiar pastime of collecting American dolls. Suki, the host of Sister Wives Tell-All, recently spoke on the Sarah Fraser show about why she didn't ask Robyn about her doll purchases. She replied, I don't ask those questions, even though I know about the underwear situation. Suki admitted to being aware of Robyn's purported doll collection and the social media conversations, but she decided not to bring them up because she felt it would be an invasion of privacy. Social media users virtually entering Robyn's home to talk and share the images and videos of their personal belongings online was inappropriate, according to Suki. According to Suki, there are disadvantages to selling a home as a well-known reality TV personality since it frequently leads to circumstances like this. Suki implied that she purposefully avoided inquiring about the dolls during Tell-All by stating that Kody, Robyn, and the rest of their family have endured a lot. She said she didn't think it was proper to talk about that subject. She stated that her goal was to gather everyone together for a reunion, implying that it would occur soon because the family members are slowly starting to agree. Suki is free to approach her work however she pleases, but it's hard not to wonder whether she purposefully avoids answering some questions that don't fit the plot of the program. The host seems to avoid talking about subjects that have nothing to do with the drama that took place during the season. To argue that Robyn was given preferential treatment during Tell-All wouldn't be inaccurate. Many fans also pointed this out in their comments on the Suki video that the Sarah Fraser show uploaded. According to one Instagram user, Suki performed better than she did the year before but still didn't put as big of a challenge on Kody and Robyn as she could have. They said Suki might have addressed Robyn's spending patterns more effectively. The comment from another user said, "Their finances is not an invasion of privacy." Fans should be impressed with the upcoming Sister Wives Season 19 Tell-All segment. As Sister Wives fans watched the highly anticipated Season 19 Tell-All unfold, there was one person who, despite being seated in the spotlight, somehow remained frustratingly untouched by the hardest questions and the deepest scrutiny: Robyn Brown. While Kody was grilled about the crumbling family structure, Janelle and Christine opened up about their emotional liberation, and Mary revisited her painful separation and slow healing. Robyn once again walked the tightrope of tears and vague half-apologies, but never once was she asked about one of the strangest, most buzzed-about aspects of her off-camera life: her bizarre, obsessive hobby that fans have whispered about online for years. Reddit threads, Facebook groups, and YouTube exposés have all speculated about it. Yet during a tell-all that promised no topic was off-limits, TLC shockingly chose to exclude it entirely. And now, fans are asking, why? Why would the network so meticulously avoid bringing up the one thing that could have cracked Robyn's polished, weepy facade? And what exactly is this hobby they're so desperate to bury? Behind the scenes, multiple sources, including a former production assistant and a family friend who's spoken anonymously, confirm what eagle-eyed fans have suspected for years. Robyn Brown has a secret fixation with vintage porcelain dolls, and not just in a casual, collector's cabinet kind of way. According to insiders, she has allegedly amassed over 300 porcelain dolls, many dressed in custom Victorian garb, which she not only collects but reportedly speaks to, dresses weekly, and arranges elaborate tea parties for, a pastime so intense that it reportedly once required a portion of her Flagstaff home to be redesigned to fit custom shelves, lighting, and climate control to preserve the dolls' fragile temperaments. While having a unique collection is not in itself problematic, the intensity, secrecy, and emotional attachment Robyn has to these dolls has sparked major concern among insiders, and it's precisely why TLC allegedly made a deliberate decision not to allow this topic to surface on the tell-all. Producers, as sources claim, viewed the porcelain doll obsession as too off-brand and potentially damaging to the specific persona Robyn has been carefully allowed to maintain throughout the series: the misunderstood, quietly suffering, emotionally sensitive wife who never meant to be the favorite. Mentioning her doll hobby, and more importantly, the scale and emotional depth of it, would undercut that narrative and make her look, as one insider put it, detached from reality, controlling, and downright bizarre. In short, TLC has built Robyn into a tragic heroine, not an eccentric recluse. And the dolls didn't fit the script. But it goes deeper than branding. Some of the other wives were allegedly disturbed by the collection, particularly Janelle and Mary, who, according to behind-the-scenes whispers, each had at least one uncomfortable run-in with Robyn's doll room. In one now infamous incident, Mary was reportedly invited over for tea and accidentally stumbled into what Robyn called her sanctuary, where she found dozens of dolls seated around a table, with tiny handwritten name cards and partially served plates of food. Sources say Mary was so shaken she later confided in producers that the experience was like stepping into a haunted Victorian horror movie. Producers allegedly begged her not to bring it up on camera, and she complied. So why has Robyn been allowed to keep this under wraps for so long, especially during a tell-all meant to expose everyone's truths? The answer may lie in Robyn's contractual protections and her quiet but firm grip on TLC's edit choices. As the only remaining legal wife, and the one still actively filming with Kody, Robyn reportedly holds disproportionate influence over what makes it to air. Multiple production insiders have confirmed that she has final approval on certain aspects of her portrayal, and while the other wives have expressed frustration over being left exposed, Robyn has consistently had her most controversial moments either softened, recut, or omitted entirely. Some suspect that her favorable edits are part of Kody's long-term loyalty agreement with TLC, which may include stipulations about protecting Robyn's public image in exchange for continued participation. And if you think the doll hobby is just quirky and harmless, some details might give you pause. According to a family friend who once attended a birthday gathering at Robyn's home, Robyn referred to one of her dolls, Clementine, as her quiet therapist. She reportedly brought the doll to the table, sat it beside her plate, and when questioned, said, "She listens better than most people. She doesn't interrupt. She understands family better than the rest of them ever did." It was said with a smile, but the implication was sharp and unsettling. That's the kind of moment that, if caught on camera, could have blown up the entire fan perception of Robyn as the emotionally grounded wife. Even Kody, in rare moments of honesty, has reportedly been uneasy about the collection. In an unaired moment from season 18, according to a leak from an editor, Kody made a sarcastic remark during filming, "At least the dolls don't argue with me." The crew reportedly laughed, but the scene was cut, likely because it hinted at Robyn's psychological distance from the real-world problems plaguing the family. Kody may have meant it jokingly, but fans would have run with it, dissecting it as further proof of Robyn's strange grip over their home life. So, where does this leave viewers? Well, in classic Sister Wives fashion, with more questions than answers. If the show is truly about transparency and the real-life struggles of plural marriage, why censor something as telling as a hidden obsession? If Robyn is portrayed as a victim of circumstance, shouldn't the audience get to see all facets of her personality, including the parts that raise eyebrows? The truth is, Robyn's hobby isn't just odd, it's symbolic. The dolls, carefully arranged and controlled, never talking back, always smiling, represent something deeper. Robyn's desire for a family she can shape, pose, and manage, unlike the strong-willed sister wives who walked away. And maybe that's what scares TLC the most. Because once viewers start connecting those dots, Robyn doesn't look like the victim anymore. She looks like the architect, the curator, the one who wanted a family of dolls, not a family of equals. And for a network clinging to the last threads of the Brown family saga, that's a truth too dangerous to tell. So the next time you see Robyn weep in her signature tissue dab style, just remember, somewhere behind that tear-streaked face is a locked room filled with porcelain smiles, tiny lace dresses, and silent tea parties, and it's all carefully kept just out of the frame. Continuation. The real reason Robyn's bizarre hobby wasn't mentioned on Sister Wives Season 19 Tell-All, and how it reveals everything about her role in the Brown family's collapse. Robyn's obsessive porcelain doll collection isn't just a quirky footnote or something TLC casually left out for the sake of runtime. No, its omission from the Season 19 Tell-All was deliberate, strategic, and deeply revealing. Because the dolls are not only a bizarre, secretive escape, they are a metaphor for how Robyn has operated within the Brown family from the very beginning. She curates her world with precision. She avoids emotional mess. She silences dissent. And just like her dolls, Robyn seems to only value people when they are compliant, polished, and perfectly posed. This disturbing parallel didn't just make producers nervous, it struck too close to the truth. Sources close to production say that when the tell-all scripts were being finalized, at least 2 people, reportedly including Mary Brown herself, suggested bringing up Robyn's collection. It was meant to be a light-hearted detour, a moment of levity, even framed as a harmless curiosity. But when Robyn caught wind of the question list, she allegedly refused to appear unless certain things were kept private. TLC, desperate to keep at least one wife loyal to Kody still on board for a possible Season 20, folded immediately. But here's the thing, what Robyn views as private has public consequences. Her insistence on controlling what viewers see, on managing how she's perceived, has gone from frustrating to deeply suspicious. Especially now, in a season where Mary laid bare the raw truth about her loneliness, Janelle exposed the financial disparities, and Christine held nothing back about how discarded she felt. Robyn's refusal to be fully honest stands out like a sore thumb. And it all loops back to this hidden, meticulously protected doll obsession. Fans have long speculated that the dolls aren't just decoration, they're a symbol of how Robyn relates to the people around her. She positions herself at the center, as the caretaker, the tragic heroine, the one who loves the most, but only as long as the family plays along with her idealized fantasy. The moment someone becomes too real, too independent, or too emotionally messy, they're shut out. Just ask Janelle. Ask Christine. Ask even Mary, who tried to remain loyal to Kody and Robyn long after their emotional marriage had died. They didn't fit Robyn's perfect narrative. So, like misbehaving dolls, they were boxed up and removed. Even more unsettling? Reports from former crew members claim Robyn has actually consulted a professional doll restorationist multiple times to repair emotional damage to her porcelain figures. Let that sink in. She treats damage to her dolls with more care, attention, and urgency than she treated the emotional destruction of her family. One source described how Robyn once halted filming for a day because one of her favorites, a doll named Arabella, had fallen off a shelf and suffered a chipped face. Robyn allegedly cried for hours, demanded filming be pushed back, and refused to speak to anyone until the doll was repaired and returned. Yet when Janelle cried about her sons being cut off, or Christine described feeling isolated for years, Robyn's response was cold detachment or weaponized tears. And that's not just irony. It's revealing. Because for Robyn, real human relationships come second to her fantasy of a perfectly controlled world. She controls the narrative. She edits her image. And anyone who threatens that balance, whether they're a sister wife, a production assistant, or a doll missing a ribbon, is quietly removed. And this control doesn't stop at dolls. Insiders claim Robyn's entire life is built like a stage set, and she's determined to keep it that way. Her home is allegedly kept meticulously photo-ready at all times. Filming in her house requires producers to follow strict guidelines. No wide-angle shots that show clutter, no unflattering camera angles, and absolutely no impromptu questions, especially about the dolls. Everything has to pass through what one crew member dubbed Robyn's emotional filter. So when season 19's tell-all promised nothing was off the table, it was only partially true. Everything was off the table if Robyn didn't pre-approve it. TLC let her do it. Kody let her do it. And once again, the other wives paid the price. Which leads to the deeper betrayal fans are now grappling with. If Robyn can hide something as strange and all-consuming as a secret doll sanctuary from the cameras for nearly a decade, what else has she hidden? What else is TLC protecting her from? What other parts of the Brown family story, financial misdeeds, private breakdowns, backroom arguments, have been sanitized just to keep Robyn's misunderstood persona intact? It's no longer about the dolls. It's about the double standard, the silence, the cover-ups, and most of all, it's about how Robyn's obsession with fantasy and control might be the single most telling factor behind the collapse of the Brown family. While the others evolved, confronted their flaws, and let go of a broken system, Robyn clung harder to the illusion. She built her world like a dollhouse, with Kody as the centerpiece, and every other wife as a figure who could be replaced, silenced, or painted over. The season 19 tell-all should have been a reckoning. But instead, it was just more editing, just another carefully managed performance, with the camera lingering on Robyn's tears while ignoring the silent glass eyes of the hundreds of porcelain dolls staring out from the room she told TLC to keep hidden.